Good afternoon, each and everyone around the globe. This is your boy Ishmael from South Africa. Another day, another episode. This is going to be episode 11 of my story, guys. And just take note, it's so busy out here in South Africa. People are doing shopping, people are traveling, and all that. I was also out and about, on several trips with friends because it's December, and we were all having fun. I didn't get enough time to record. I tried to carry my recording equipment to the places that I visited, but it didn't really work out that I could record because the guys were noisy and stuff like that. So I'm going to carry on, guys, where I left off. And just take note, guys, on this episode, I just want to highlight something to you, right? There's quite a bit of things here that I'm trying to leave out of the story because let me give you an example. There was an incident whereby my mother was in trouble and she tried to escape, and then she ended up with somebody who is or was, let me say is, yeah, related to my dad, who then advised my mother to go and visit the Sangoma, hoping that everything will be, if it's a curse, it will be, thrown away. It will be expelled. Yeah, let me put it that way. And these are the things that I heard. These are not the things that I've seen. Yes, they might spice up the story, but I'm not really confident putting this into the story because I was not there and I don't know what actually happened. So I cannot give the details of that because what I overheard was that my mother was then taken to the Sangoma to, cast the spell. Is it the right word? I think so. To chase away the spell. And she was given certain things to come and use for my father, and she just didn't feel comfortable using them. She then told the person that she couldn't use the things, and the person was so angry to my mother that my mother didn't use those things that was given by the sangomas and stuff. But you know what? Those are the rumors. Those are the things that I overheard. Those are the hearsays. So I don't want to stick too much on that. But I just want to tell you something. This episode came at the right time because this is the time that when other kids were getting clothes and everything, the gifts. Some other kids were going to visit in Johannesburg, Pretoria, everywhere, Mpumalanga, around South Africa. We would just remain behind because we had no one to visit. And, it was that kind of a thing where we just accompany our friends to the bus stops. They take the bus and they leave and they come back whenever they come back, and we go and wait for them again. So when I say this story came, this episode came at the right time, is because when other kids were getting clothes, were getting gifts and stuff, we were not actually getting anything. And just take note, I was very young by then, not mentioning my younger brother who was like 3 years, 4 years younger than myself. We were still at the age where we expected to receive, but there was nobody providing that. My mother was doing hard labor sometimes when she gets piece jobs like digging the toilets. I don't know if you know about the pit toilets, but most South African people knows that. My mother would go and look for a job to like dig a big hole where she can just enter and lift her hand, and she must not be seen because its purpose is to build the toilet. So my mother would do that. My mother would then clean other people's yards and stuff like that, for just to raise money. But whenever she comes back with the money, then my father will demand all the money, to go booze, to go smoke and stuff like that. And I'm not telling you about a hobo, guys. I'm not telling you about somebody who lives by the streets. I'm telling you about a gentleman, like a gentleman who was so clean, so neat, all the time, spotless, on point. So, guys, it happened that this other December, it didn't happen once, but I'm not going to repeat the same thing over and over again. One day, this other guy, a good Samaritan, gave us some clothes. He gave me and my younger brother some clothes to wear. I think it was during the season, during the Christmas season. And we were so excited because he gave us some nice stuff. And one morning, my father woke up and he looked for money to go because it's busy time. He wanted to go drink every day, but it's not working. So he depended on other people to give him the money, which is my mother and my granny. He asked for the money. The money was not provided to him, and he then decided to cause a havoc. So the havoc started and then ended with him asking me and my brother, where did we get the clothes from? We told him exactly who gave us the clothes, and he said he doesn't want to see those clothes. We must go throw them in the pit toilet. I was like, huh? Are you for real? He said, yeah, I'm for real. I don't want to see that rubbish here. You have to go and throw them in the pit toilet. And he asked us, how many did you get? What did you get? And then we came out with everything that we received from the Good Samaritan. And then he said, I want you to put everything together and you go throw them in the pit toilet. And then I took them. I went there, threw them in the pit toilet. He was just mad, because he didn't get money for alcohol. Guess what? Our pit toilet didn't have a roof, right? It was a toilet with a door, no roof. So he came with a long stick while we were throwing the clothes inside the pit. He threw the long stick over the toilet inside, and he said, I want you to press those clothes down deep, so that you don't come back and take them out. I did so, and I was crying because I knew that we were not going to be like other kids. We're going to be completely different from other kids in the streets, because some other kids had parents that cares about them, but we had a different father, And it happened that I remember, I think that same December, if not mistaken, he asked us to go and visit his aunt in another village, which was far, and we got excited that we were going to visit there because we had never visited anyone before at all. And I was in the taxi, I remember, with him, and we were just going there for a few days, just a few days, because he threw the clothes inside the pit toilet and then he decided to take us away. When we were in the taxi, this other woman asked me to carry a box for her. I was wearing my, the only trouser that I had and my shirt, the only shirt that I had. And I took that box, and the box was apparently full of tomato sauce, ketchup in America, they call it that way. So I put it on myself, and then as the taxi was driving there, the lady then said, okay, I'm going to get off here. Give me the box, and thank you so much. And when I gave the box, I realized that tomato sauce, dripped, and it was all over my trouser. Yo, guys, you didn't see him clapping me in the middle of everyone, and he just said, Futsek, how come you're so stupid to carry other people's boxes? What do you think? How do you go around carrying people's boxes, not even knowing what's inside? I'm like, I'm just a mere kid. I'm just a kid. I don't know. I was just asked by an adult to assist. And then he dragged me out of the taxi because we were just going to get off there. And then he made me go and visit there. I'm not going to tell more about my visit there because it was nice, even though my father gave me trouble along the way. But we enjoyed staying there for a couple of days. And then when we came back, we found that my father is continuing with his tactics of just, throwing things around, everything that he could get if he doesn't get money to go buy alcohol and some weed, if I can call it that way. He would just fight everybody. He would even beat my granny's customers. Guess what? He would beat up my granny's customers because my granny was selling traditional alcohol, traditional liquor. My father would then just, step out and then just pick a fight with any of the people sitting there drinking, and he would just cause havoc, So that was the type of a father that I had, guys, and I'm going to continue this story on the next episode, which is going to be episode 12, and I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. I'm going to see you soon, and thank you so much for tuning in.